Minister, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, I'm delighted to be here today to be able to moderate this first panel of this conference on EU-Canada cooperation on the Arctic. Let me start by paying tribute to Ambassador Koenigs of the EU delegation and all of her staff for the tremendous work she has done in raising the profile of the European Union in Canada in general, and the specific work she has done during this 40th anniversary year to highlight the really extensive cooperation that there is between the EU and Canada. And can I pay tribute to Marianne's counterparts in global affairs who have contributed a lot to make this year such a success. We have, as Minister Bennett has eloquently said, decided to put youth as the first topic of today's conference, and Minister Bennett has made my life very easy to I don't really need to explain why we have done that. She has eloquently referred to that. My name is Richard Tibbels. I'm head of the US and Canada division, or as I should say in Ottawa, the Canada and US division of the External Action Service in Brussels. I have dealt with a little bit of the Arctic in the past, in my previous job. I was obviously not fortunate to take part in the northern tour of ambassadors here. My experience of the Arctic has been to the Barents Euro-Arctic Council 20th anniversary summit in Kirkenes in the north of Norway, close to the Russian border. I've been to Svalbard, and I had the pleasure of being at the Arctic Council ministerially in Iqaluit last year. Not a great deal of experience, but a little bit, and enough to say that the Arctic is a very, very varied place. And whilst the challenges of climate change and technological advance are challenges which are faced by Arctic communities all around the pole, the specific sets of circumstances that Arctic communities have to face with are very different. And I hope that today's panel can bring to light some of the similarities and some of the differences that our communities in the north have to face. And I hope that we can explore a little bit what Arctic youth see as the main challenges that their communities are faced with, but also what are the opportunities that the current circumstances of living in the 21st century, faced with changes brought about by climate change, with the huge advances in technology, with the fact that mobile phones, the internet, allow these remote communities to be much more connected with the rest of the world than their parents' or grandparents' generations had the opportunity to be. So I'm joined on the panel today by three people. Matali Okalik, who has been referenced a number of times already this morning. She is the president of the National Inuit Youth Council here in Canada. Thomas Aslak Juuso, who is the vice president of Samdigi and is a member of the Sami Parliament of Finland. And Bobby Joe Greenland Morgan, the president of the Gwich'in Tribal Council. So welcome to all three of you. The organizers, I think, have told me that we have about 45 minutes for this session. What I suggest we do is that we hear some short presentations by each of the panelists, and then there is an opportunity for an open discussion, questions from the floor, panelists talking to each other, questioning what each other have said, for about 45 minutes. So, as I said, what I'd be particularly interested in hearing from you are what you see as the main challenges Arctic youth are faced with, and what are the opportunities that today's Arctic present for you.